Hi guys, in this video we're going to have a go at making a unicorn cake. This one's based on the emoji unicorn and I've just changed it slightly. So I've found a picture that I like, printed it off to the size I want to do it. I've cut it out and I'm going to find a cake board that fits nicely onto. Quite a thin cake board so I can cut out the shape of the head. Just cut round that outline that you've done. So can you see I've cut on the back of the board. When I turn it round it fits right. We'll add this to a bigger board and just make sure there's plenty of space for the horn. Let's cover our cake drum. We've got some white fondant, some lilac-y colour and a blue. And we're going to mix all these colours together into little different pieces. So some pale blue, darker, pale purple. Mix some purples and blues together. Let's put them all together in one lump and give them a little bit of a mix. We want to keep them marbled. So I'm just going to knead it a little bit, not too much, so it's still streaky. And we're going to roll that out and cover our board. So once you've placed it on your board, just give it a little trim around the edge. And I've baked some little pink cakes. Now I've baked them just slightly too narrow for this bit of hair, so we'll add the hair afterwards. And I'm just going to buttercream between my layers of sponge. So we're going to have a pink layer, then a purple layer. Now it looks slightly grey on screen. It did look more lilac in real life. And just layer that up till you've got it to the height you want. Mine's not going to be very tall. Now use that cake board that you've drawn around as your template and we're going to cut around the sponge, going all the way around that template. I'm going to cover my board in buttercream and stick that onto the bottom of my cake. So my cake's upside down at the moment. Let's flip it back the right way. So we're going to do a little bit more carving now, just some basic shapes. So we're going to go around where the jawline is and down a bit of a slope down the front side of the neck and a little bit of a slope down the back where the mane is. And then we're just going to cut a little bit more out from just underneath the jaw part and kind of the top corner off the top of the face again so it slopes. And we're going to cover this then in buttercream. Now my cake's quite soft. If yours is soft, stick it in the fridge for a little bit, let it firm up. So I've firmed mine up in the fridge. I'm going to give it a second coat just to try and get it a little bit smoother. And we're going to cover it in fondant. So I've just got ready to roll one in white. We're just going to place that over. Now I haven't put anything between my buttercream and fondant and mine's going to stick. Okay. Just give it a gentle rub down with your hands. I've just pressed in lightly with my finger under the jawline and down the mane slightly. And then I'm just going to trim off all the excess around the edges. Just going with the back of my knife just under that jaw. Now I've cut out the eye on my template. I'm going to stick my template back on there so I can mark whereabouts the eye is going to go. Same with the end of the nose. Now I've got a circle cutter for my eye, so I'm going to cut that out in black fondant. A smaller circle which we're going to cut out in white, stick that into the black, and then I'm going to give this one a blue eye. It doesn't have blue eye on the picture, but I thought it'd look nice. So we've got a larger circle in blue there. Stick that in place, and let's give this one some little eyelashes. So just some little triangles of black fondant. Just stick them in place with a tiny bit of water. If you find they stick on their own, you don't have to add water. And I've just got some lilac fondant. Now you can mix your own colours, but I've just got this one pre-dyed. I'll put links in the description box below to all the fondant and tools that I've used in the video. Just trim around that bottom edge. Just give it a little rub with your finger to neaten it off. We want a black dot for the nostril, so I've just used a plunger cutter and some more of my black. Now that my horse's head, or my unicorn's head is done, we're going to place that onto our cake drum that we iced earlier. And we're just going to spruce up our cake drum with a few sugar pearls. Again, I'll put links in the description box below for where you can get all these from. And these sprinkles, I've got some nice little shapes in, some stars. Let's pick out the stars and bits and pieces that I like in these. And some silver pearls as well. Okay, so for our unicorn horn, I've got quite a big piece of fondant, so I'm probably not going to eat this bit of the cake because it is a lot of fondant. It's just for decoration. So I've cut out the horn. Can you see I left the fondant quite chunky? I'm just going to put some lines in. Now on my picture, it's rainbow coloured. I'm actually going to make mine gold. So I've got this light gold one here, colour splash. Just mix it with a little bit of alcohol, or you can use lemon extract. So I've got an assortment of coloured fondants now for my mane. So I've got quite a fuchsia pink one that we're going to start with. And these are quite thick pieces of fondant. So if you want to go thinner with it, you can. Or if you don't want to eat this much, I would recommend just removing the little bits of the mane before you eat it. So we're going to roll pieces with little points at the end, flick the points around in different directions so you get nice sort of waves for the hair. And just keep going now around the front and the back, just filling it in. We're going to keep changing colours as we go around. So keep layering these up till you're happy. I think we've got all our pieces of hair on there now. So going back to my white fondant for my ear, we're going to roll a teardrop, squish it down flat, just tear off some of that bottom because it's a bit big. We want another smaller teardrop in pink, a little bit too big. We'll just nip the bottom of the ear tight together. It's quite chunky, so we'll remove some off the back. A little line up the middle. And then we're just going to push that in place against our mane. Just put a little bit of water on the back if it's not sticking in place. And let's just deepen the colour now in our eyes. Got jade colour, so we're just going to paint this on. It's just food colouring. Just trying to catch around the edge of the eye. Tiny bit of pink on the cheeks, so it's just an edible pink dust that we're brushing on lightly with a dry brush. There it is, all finished. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you like unicorn cakes, be sure to check out my other videos on my YouTube channel. I'll put links in the description box below. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, be sure to hit the thumbs up button and leave me a comment below. You can see more of my tutorials by clicking on the images on screen now. If you haven't already, make sure you click the subscribe button to stay up to date with my future tutorials. There are also links in the description box below where you can find me on Facebook, Instagram and more.